Apollo Justice, 8th Century Trilogy. We may be able to finish this the case today. Maybe. I don't know how much we have. It feels like we're close. The case of the locked room murder thing. Can I almost turn? It's okay. You know, the only reason I don't obey or I probably shouldn't say it on stream. Ah! I think most of you that hang around Discord know why I don't obey orders on stream. It's just a bad precedent. I'm not a Pokemon. Right. None whatsoever. I don't remember what happened last time, but here we are. We got cut off in the middle. I usually try to find a good break point, but I tried to go a little bit further last night, and it wasn't a good break point. Oh well. I'll deal with that Trixie Tanuki after I've dealt with this case. We did it! Good going. Now all we have to do is make Florent LaBelle take the stand.
Objection!
Sheathing the sword a bit early, are we? Not? Huh? Nothing has been proven beyond a doubt. Take this tricksy little Tanuki, for instance. How do you suppose he was able to exit the Forbidden Chamber? Probably the same way he got in. Through the chamber's air vent. I'm not mad or anything. Like, I don't get mad at you guys on stream. I usually pretend to be mad at Zelric most of the time. Because it's funny. And this one is supposed to be my tsundere personality, but I'm not good at that. I am very much afraid of hurting people's feelings. It's like, very much. So I need to see more tsunderes. But most of the animes I watch where someone is a tsundere, they just hit the protagonist a lot. So I can't do that because you guys are far away. I can't reach you. I can try to hit you, but I can't. We had an idea for that, but it just doesn't work. And what if the feathers and tracks at the scene of the crime? They suggest that the Tanuki exited through the chamber door, not the air vent.
Objection!
But the chamber doesn't open from the inside. You're saying it makes no sense. Right? Humph. Someone on the outside opened the door for you. Isn't that right? Yeah, that's right, Mr. Blackjack. The door suddenly sprung right open.
Hold it!
Sprung right open? Who's on the other side? Didn't get a good look at that on account of the sudden glare. Like how the reflection from my head blinds fellow moviegoers emerging from the dark. That's when I snatched the staff and made my daring escape. The little maid gal spotted me as I hightailed it down the hall. Mr. Forbidden Chamber wasn't open until after the crime was discovered. Wait. I still don't know who opened it. Maybe there was a third person in the Fox Chamber.
Objection!
Well, you little Tanuki, when the Forbidden Chamber opened, did you see the accused passed out there? Nope. Only one there was the Alderman, and he was dead as a doornail. If the accused wasn't there, what do you suppose he was up to? Uh-oh, I don't like where this is going. Don't tell me. Finally, the only one who could have opened the Forbidden Chamber was the accused, Damien Timma. Arg!
Hold it!
Wait a second. There had to be somebody else besides Mayor Timma there. Really? Who might that be? Oh, that would be...
Objection!
It seems our fight to the last is forgotten. The most important thing. Evidence. I didn't forget. I was just testing your attention to details. Besides, you can't prove your point without proof of some sort. It's a proven fact. Zarek. What's up? Taskbar. What? How is the taskbar there? I didn't fix it. Why is a taskbar up there? Did that fix it? Oh, I'm dumb. Thanks. Not that I need your help to point that out anyway. I was just about to fix that without your help. Miss Sykes, you can't prove your point without proof of some sort. It's a proven fact. Sorry, guess I put my foot in my mouth. Again. No thinking, we're definitely onto something here. We are? Yeah, I didn't realize I could see it here as well. Like, I was like, oh, it's over there. But no, it was just right here. That's how you guys know I don't cheat at video games. Because you guys see what I see. You literally have my screen. All it is it's just, this is copied onto this other PC. Everything I see, you see. But you guys can see extra stuff like Cinnamon and me. I can't see myself unless I look over there. We are? Think about it. If Filch was stuck inside the forbidden chamber, one of the alibis we heard would no longer hold any water. Defense would like to call a new witness to the stand. Someone who knew Mr. Filch was stuck in the forbidden chamber. By virtue of knowing this, has an alibi that no longer adds up. Ah, not that insufferable. Very well, the court will hear what Mr. Justice has to say. Whose alibi no longer adds up? Where is he? Florent LaBelle. Phoenix Wright. I'm kidding.
Take that!
Why, that's the defendant's aide, Florent LaBelle. Did he claim to be in the foyer at the time of the crime? True, but in his alibi, he also claimed Mr. Filch was in the foyer, too. However, as we all know now, Mr. Filch was not there with Mr. LaBelle at the time. In short, Mr. LaBelle's alibi has disappeared. Take that! Arg! Florent LaBelle's alibi was one big lie. Isn't that right, Mr. Filch? I reckon there ain't no keeping that cat in the bag here neither. It was all Mr. LaBelle's idea. He told me he'd button his lip about me breaking into the forbidden chamber. In return, he said we'd vouch for each other's alibi. See me, Mr. Filch. Perjury is a serious crime, you know. Ah, shucks. Mercy, your honorship, mercy. Show me the glance up. The fake look. Show it. Show it. Oh, he's not doing it. Okay. Ah! Get him, Taka. Also asserted that the person who opened the forbidden chamber for Mr. Filch was none other than Florent LaBelle. After all, his alibi has just been proven to be a complete fabrication. I see. We'll take a 20-minute recess, after which time we will see what Mr. LaBelle has to say for himself. Yes, we're finally going to drag that slippery snake onto the stand. In the meantime, the prosecution will question Mr. LaBelle about these new allegations. We did it, Apollo! We finally dragged Mr. LaBelle into court. Yeah. Hey, why the long face? I can't help but feel I'm missing something important. Plus, Prosecutor Blackwell's bound to mount a counterattack. You really are a warrior born, aren't you? It'll be fine. That Mr. Figure who opened the forbidden chamber for Mr. Filch? Had to have been Florent LaBelle. I know, but that's not what's bugging me. I wish I could put my finger on it, though. At any rate, the big showdown with Mr. LaBelle is up next, so chin up, Apollo. Court is back in session. Our next witness is... Yes, I'm acting on behalf of the mayor in this very important matter. It seems the witness is predisposed at the moment. Aha! Surely you jest. I will hold you to your promise, and remember that. Oh, my deepest apologies. This is Florent LaBelle, personal aide to Mayor Tenma, or should I say, the accused. Ouch, like the poor mayor hasn't suffered enough. What business do you have with me? I'm a very busy man, so let's make this as brief as possible. Your baldness? Alright, Mr. Filch's testimony has revealed a hole in your alibi. And for this reason, you are suspected of having some sort of connection with the case at hand. I think I'd be associated with this entirely lurid affair. He doesn't like the Joker, does he? He's got the green hair and everything. Well, I'm not. So may I go now? I have very important matters to attend to.
Objection!
I don't think so, Mr. LaBelle. Do you realize what a serious crime you've committed? Witness, you're being accused of perjury. This is your chance to clear the air. Fine, the truth is I faked my alibi for a very good reason. The mayor was obviously the killer, so I created a fake alibi to confuse the matter. What? You see, as his personal aide, I felt I had to protect him. Sorry. Ah ha ha ha. You think this is funny? Without your alibi, you're a suspect too. What were you really doing at the time of the crime? Poofed. Peasant, how dare you accuse me, one of the beautiful people, of being... Stop telling and tell the court what you were really doing at the time of the crime.
Silence.
Still sounds like a pirate. Silence. Was it not him? Enough jabbering. Swords have been drawn. Time for talk is past. Swords? What swords? It's a duel to the death. The fate of the accused rests in our hands. Begone, ye of cowardly heart. He broke his chains again. The battlefield hath no place for... Begone, ye of cowardly heart. The battlefield hath no place for ye. Again? Oh my. Spare me, please! Chain breaker. He's the breaker of chains. So much for sturdier shackles. Well, the shackles are good as the chains. Arrgh! Those chains hindered my vow that heads would roll this day. This gives keeping your head in a court a whole new meaning. Will the witness please deliver the accused death knell? You know what I speak? Ah ha ha ha. Most certainly. His goose is already cooked. Time to stick a fork in him. Whatever he has to say can't be good. As I told Prosecutor Blackwell during the recess, I rushed right over to the Fox Chamber when I heard the little Jinxie scream. What? Then, drumroll please. I'm not giving him a drumroll, screw him. I saw Mayor Tenma opening the Forbidden Chamber doors. But, there you have it. The mystery man who opened the chamber door, as witnessed by one Phineas Filch, it was the accused. There was never any third party. Oh, and that's not all. I heard something quite startling there at the scene of the crime. Startling sounds bad. The mayor, who was barely conscious, muttered this. Forgive me, Jinxie. I killed the alderman. That's right, the mayor actually confessed to the murder right then and there. He confessed? He doesn't like joking. He's got the purple suit, the green hair. Too much makeup? Order in the court. This is quite conclusive testimony if it stands. Just so, and quite astonishing, I might add. I only learned of this fact during the recess. Ah ha ha ha. I just love surprises, don't you? That's why I saved the best for last. Consider the gift from me to you. No way. I don't believe Mr. LaBelle heard the mayor confess. But is this really true? Did Mayor Timma really confess? Yes, indeed. During that last recess, I confirmed it with the mayor's daughter. It would seem Mayor Timma actually did confess. That testimony is quite favorable to the prosecutions. Miss LaBelle, yes, I called earlier about the party reservations. That's right, and I'll be calling my little shindig Mayor Timma's conviction gala. Mayor Timma's conviction gala. Gala? A splendid time is guaranteed for all but the mayor and his defense. Well, it seems our witness is a very busy man. Let's get right to his testimony. Miss LaBelle, please tell us what you saw when you came upon the scene of the crime. I was in the hallway, hiding in the shadows. That's when I heard the confession. Upon learning of her father's crime, little Jinxie fled without ever noticing me. Immediately after that, the mayor came to, stood up, and opened the forbidden chamber. As I ran in terror, the demon emerged from his prison. In shock, I fled down the hallway to my right, to the one with the phone at the end. I must say, this is a shocking revelation. Quite unexpected. Can I see something? The hallway. There's no one else in the hall. She came from the phone. So that's a lie. I think the defendant actually confessed then and there to his crime. Perhaps the guilt was too much to bear, so he confided in his daughter. You realize you should not have withheld such crucial testimony from the court. Ha 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 ha. Once again, sorry. It's just I feared being accused if I mentioned coming upon that most unpleasant scene. Why did the mayor's confession have to be brought up by this guy? Better do something before the judge declares the mayor guilty. As a death row inmate once told me, in years gone by, there is a time to fight and a time to yield, a time to live and a time to die. Arg! It's taking on real thick now. I find that's from a book. I just don't remember. Defense may now cross-examine the witness. Alright, let's get a cross-examination in and see how we do. Stop stroking your flower. I was in the hallway, hiding in the shadows. That's when I heard the confession.
Hold it!
He claimed that the mayor confessed to his daughter. Are you sure about that? Peasant! You wouldn't dare ask such a question if you truly understood. True beauty is never wrong. It's not? No, beauty is carved deep in the DNA. That means I'm programmed to always be right, even when I'm wrong. I'm not following. These exquisite ears like flowers abloom. These eyes that shine like pearls. This hair like the finest silk. Nothing can corrupt the truth they hold. Right. The witness will hurry up and explain this truth of his. Specifically, what did Jinxie Timma do upon hearing the confession? Upon learning of her father's crime, little Jinxie fled without ever noticing me.
Hold it!
How did Miss Timma appear to you? Oh, the poor little thing seemed positively heartbroken, all teary-eyed and whatnot. I couldn't help but shed a few tears myself after seeing her like that. Actually sympathize with Jinxie? I feel like an overly human emotion for him. Yeah, because he's the only real monster we've seen so far, and looks and in character. Next thing I do is check my face in the mirror. What mirror? Check your face. Why? Behold the beauty that is my sadness. Why else? Apollo, I'm starting to lose all faith in humanity. I'm way past that. I know the feeling, but hang in there. At least keep faith in our client. Let's keep this moving, shall we? So what happened next? Immediately after that, the mayor came to, stood up, and opened the forbidden chamber.
Hold it!
He opened the forbidden chamber? But why would he do that? Who knows? Maybe he wanted to free the demon, Timotero.
Objection!
The courtroom is no place for fairy tales. Remember, you are under oath. Hello? LaBelle speaking. Yes, I will certainly explore the matter. Toodles. Now, where were we again? You're going to tell us the real reason why the mayor opened the food chamber. Oh yes, of course. Hello? This is LaBelle. Ah ha ha ha. Good one, sir. You're an absolute riot. Okay, bye. You were saying? Never mind. This is a waste of time. He's just going to tell more lies. Witness will focus on his testimony, not his phone calls. Now tell the court what you did after you saw the mayor open the forbidden chamber. Well, after that, as I ran in terror, the demon emerged from his prison.
Hold it!
What was Mr. Filch like at the time? He was shouting, I can't see! I can't see! It's a curse of Timotero! Then he took off running like a madman. He must have been blinded by the sudden light flooding in. Wrong. What? He set eyes upon me, and was thus blinded by my radiant beauty. So it was the curse of LaBelle, rather than Timotero. Yes, I'm afraid such beauty can be a curse. It's almost criminal. The only thing criminal here is your ceaseless jabbering. Now get on with your testimony. Oh, forgive me, your darkness. Let's see. Oh yes, I fled for dear life from Timotero and... In shock, I fled down the hallway to my right, to the one with the phone at the end.
Hold it!
So after you fled into the hallway with the phone at the end, Timotero ran off toward the foyer. Precisely. Notice any inconsistencies, Apollo? I do. Odessa also saw Timotero, right? She did. She said they passed each other in the hall after she made that call to the police. Well, if Bella fled down the hall where that phone is, Dixie would have seen him when she was returning from making her call. Oh, right. If she saw him, she would have definitely asked him for help. Right. It just doesn't make any sense. I review the evidence. We'll find some way to poke a hole in the testimony. Mayor Tim is as good as guilty. It's bad, very bad. We need to find inconsistency, a mistake, some kind of conflict. Go and save real quick. It's all over if we can't find a flaw in the prosecution's case. Alright. Let's just try pushing this.
Objection!
Lord LaBelle, you're lying about having witnessed these events from the hallway. Ah ha 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 ha. What on earth do you mean? Yes, care to fill the rest of us in, Mr. Justice? If Mr. LaBelle had really fled down into that hall with the phone in it, he would have crossed paths with Miss Tenma. What's this? After she discovered the crime scene, she immediately went to call the police. And then after making her call, she went back to the main hallway, whereupon she encountered the demon yokai, or whatever you want to call it. As for me, I call it the Phineas Filch in a Timotero costume. The encounter happened right here where the hallways meet. As for Mr. LaBelle, if he had fled here, feigning escape from the yokai imposter, why yes, the two would have crossed paths. Right, except Miss Tenma told us that there was no one else in the hall. In short, Miss Tenma did not see you in the hall because you were never really there. Ah! My eyes! My beautiful eyes! Ha, not such a fabulous scent now, is it? Mr. Justice, the witness also stated that he heard the mayor confess. He was lying about hearing the confession from the hall. And where was he when he heard it? Inside the Fox Chamber. Where else? Isn't that within the very crime scene? It is, Your Honor. And that means he's not really a witness. Rather, he's the third party I've been alleging this whole time. What? You think I'm the killer? How dare you?
Silence!
Foolish fop. A true man knows when he is beaten. A shield of lies comes not before. A foe with a sword of truth bared. Prosecutor Blackwell? What are you? I thought we were on the same side. You are mistaken. There are no sides here, save for my cold, steely edge of judgment. I really like this silence. It's cool sound. You're alone upon this battlefield, with naught but your lies and sickly sweet perfume. Whoa, what just happened? Blackwell's really tearing into him. You heard the mayor's confession. From the inside, did you not, you deviant dandy? For the sole location in which you could have seen and heard the mayor and the Tanuki, without either of them noticing you, were right there in the Fox Chamber. Oh my. So that's how it's going to be. Fine, I'll come clean then. Seriously? You admit to being there in the Fox Chamber? I do. I did enter the room after the murder. I was afraid of being falsely accused, so I lied about it. I feel terrible about lying like that, but it's a verbal cologne I used to protect myself. You better explain yourself, Mr. LaBelle. Yes, of course. I was just about to go get to that. Witness is skating on thin ice. I'll remind you that perjury is a very serious crime. Now let's hear your testimony again, this time without your perfume of lies. Stop stroking it! I did enter the Fox Chamber after the murder. But I didn't enter until after JC had heard the confession and left. I heard the mayor groan and hid behind the folding screen there. What I saw there up close, it was absolutely horrifying. So you see, I was there, but merely watching from behind the screen. From behind the screen? Why yes, I believe you wouldn't be spotted if you were there. Just so, he could see everything without being spotted by the victim or that Tanuki filch. If I say he was a mere witness to the events rather than an actual third party. This guy's as slippery as an eel. Hollow, you think he's telling the truth? Well, he was in the Fox Chamber, so at least that much must be true. Next, may cross-examine our slightly voyeuristic witness. Alright, let's give it a try. In the Fox Chamber. Is the room I'm in also a Fox Chamber? Maybe. Did enter the Fox Chamber after the murder.
Hold it!
Why in the world would you enter that grisly crime scene? Why? Because I was worried, sick. Maritima's suit. It what? It was designed personally by me. I was worried my work of art might get blood on it. This man clearly has his priorities in order. Okay, let's get this over with, shall we? Now, where was I? Oh, yes. So I entered the Fox Chamber almost without thinking. But I didn't enter until after Jinxie had heard the confession and left.
Hold it!
Why didn't you enter it right away? And ruin my designer shoes? Your shoes? Even now, just thinking about getting blood on my fabulous footwear, it sends chills down my spine. That's why I hesitated.
Objection!
That's terrible. A man was dying and another injured, and you're worried about your shoes?
Silence!
May I remind you, this is a court of law. We are not teaching morality here. We have schools of etiquette and the like for such trivial pursuits. Ah. Now you listen to me, you deceptive dandy. Get to the point and be quick about it. Yes, well, I was there in the Fox Chamber, but I heard the mayor groan and hid behind the folding screen. Wait, we already got that one, right? Yeah.
Hold it!
Wait a second. Why did you hide yourself? Oh my, so you do understand. I do? By hiding, I was concealing my fabulous beauty, which for the sake of the universe, is something I should never ever do. That's what you were thinking, right? I'm sensing a black hole of egocentricity forming around the witness stand. We can deliberate his mental process another time. Get on with the testimony. Now. Well, regarding the murder scene, what I saw there were up close, it was absolutely horrifying.
Hold it!
Could you describe the crime scene in a bit more detail? And what exactly would you like the details about? Well, what I'd like to ask you about is... what did you remember about the yokai feathers and tracks? They resulted when Tim Matero exited the Forbidden Chamber. He came out in quite a rush, gathering feathers this way and that. Did you immediately know it was Mr. Filch? I did, and that's why I suggested we cook up our alibis together. How did those practice sessions go? They were nearly the death of me. Filch has to be the worst student ever. He doesn't think he's done anything wrong, does he? Miss Justice, do you consider his test statement to be of any importance? Important? Not so important. Probably not pretty important. No, Your Honor. The witness may proceed. Alright then, let's go back. Which side add is a terrible busy scene as I've described. Actually, let's go through 5 and then we'll come back to 4. So you see, I was there, but merely watching from behind the screen.
Hold it!
Mayor had been knocked out by a blow to the head. Could you really have opened the Forbidden Chamber in that state? Well, it did seem difficult. He was all woozy and stumbling around like as he opened it. It was such a heroic effort that I nearly started to cheer him on despite myself. I think the mayor needed medical attention more than a cheerleader. He's telling the truth about being there in that room. I believe he was there. The question is, when did he enter? I mean, did he enter after Jinxie fled? Or was he there before the murder? If it's the latter, that would change everything. Right, if he was there before the murder, that would make him a suspect. How do we go about proving that? Well, I guess we ask him about what happened there. Wait, let's press him and see what kind of info we can extract from him. Let's cross your fingers that he says or reveals something incriminating. Alright, let's see here. Go back to 4.
Hold it!
Let's get more details. You described the state of the weapons that had been used at the scene. The spear had been thrust all the way through the Alderman Cubie, and there was that statue that Alderman used to bludgeon Mayor Timma. That incredibly inspiring symbol had fallen to the floor. Statue, why would you find it inspiring? Why exactly did you find the statue inspiring? Ah ha ha ha. Well, when I saw that statue, I felt as if the murder had been realized. It was like a celebration of union between the town and the village. An inspiring symbol of goodwill. A broken statue next to a bloody corpse. Real inspiring. There it is, that's the one. Which just you consider a statement to be of any importance? Is it important? Very important. I believe that to be extremely important. I request it be added to the testimony. A statue had fallen to the floor. It was a token of goodwill celebrating the municipal merger.
Hold it!
A token of goodwill? Are you referring to the Fox and Demon statue? Yes, the statue that Alderman allegedly used to strike back at Mayor Timma. The mayor trampled down municipal goodwill only to be clobbered by its symbol. It's quite ironic, don't you think? That's when the symbol of goodwill was transformed into a symbol of conflict.
Objection!
Objection! Your lies have finally betrayed you, Mr. LaBelle. What possibly could you mean? You said the statue is like a celebration of union between town and village. Isn't that correct? It is indeed, but what of it? The two yokai are joining hands in goodwill. As if they are celebrating the municipal merger. Something the matter? So how did you really know that this statue was meant to be a symbol of goodwill again? What? Justice Dono, explain yourself. And make it quick. This statue was meant to symbolize goodwill in its original form. That was a secret. A secret? Whatever do you mean? What I mean is that it broke when someone used it to strike Mayor Timmo on the head. What's left clearly makes it look like the two yokai are battling it out. Eep. The statue's secret and its true form were lost inside that locked room. For Miss Timma is the only living soul who should know what it once looked like. So, Mr. LaBelle, where could you have possibly seen the statue in its original form? What do you mean, where? The only possible answer is this. You saw the statue in its original form right there in the room where the Alderman was murdered before it was broken. How dare you? Mr. Justice, are you accusing the witness of some sort of crime? Yes. Yes, I am. Florent LaBelle, I accuse you of the murder of Alderman Rex Cuby. Ah! J'accuse! Order! Mr. LaBelle, you've been accused of murder. Do you have anything to say in your defense? Arg! How could you possibly accuse me, the embodiment of beauty? Way to go, Apollo. This is the conclusive evidence we needed. Magnifico. We got you now. We know you killed the Alderman. Now admit it. Arg!
Silence.
Enough of your silly games, Justice Dono. This prancing peacock could not possibly be the killer.
Objection!
What are you talking about? His alibi has already crumbled to dust. And I just proved he was in the Fox chamber while it was still locked tight.
Silence.
Likely he would not have seen the statue in its true form before the murder. After all, he was close friends with the Alderman. Ergo. Yes, that's right. I clearly remember it now. Alderman Cuby told me about it. About what statue actually looked like. I mean, he was a good friend of mine. Ah ha ha ha.
Objection!
Yeah, right. He wouldn't show you a secret GIF just like that.
Silence.
Moreover, it has already been proven that he was not present at the scene of the crime. It has. Forgotten, have we? Recall the little scamp statement, if you will. When Jinxie Tenma unlocked the Fox chamber, she saw the Alderman and the Mayor collapsed therein. And no one else. Oh, dang it. The fact is, it was you two who made that apparent in yesterday's court session. But Florent LaBelle could not possibly be in that locked room. Erg! No! Ah! What was in the statue? I just don't get it. How could Jinxie not have seen LaBelle? Proof is incontrovertible. No room for debate exists. Am I not right? Your baldness. It doesn't seem awfully conclusive. Facts point to the defendant and victim being the only people in that locked room. Moreover, the defendant has already confessed.
Objection! Silence.
You cannot defend the indefensible. Your role in this charade is over, Justice Dono. But your baldness, this trial would last an eternity if we were to keep crossing blades with these simpletons. It is high time you brought down the hammer of justice. A point well made. I believe it's time to declare a verdict. This court finds the defendant, Damien Tenma. Who's going to object? Somebody's going to object. Hold it. Call. It would seem that my time's at hand. Mayor Tenma? Counselor, there's a matter which I must testify. I call it now only for your good graces. Counselor? Oh, right, he must be me. Did he finally remember what happened before that blow to his head? Bailiff, don't stand there. Seize him. No good. I can't restrain him. Call. Know me in despair. For I am Tenma Taro, Demon Lord of the Yokai. Mr. Justice, do something! Since when am I responsible for court security? Oh, this is our chance. We might get some new information out of him. Your Honor, seeing as our client has something new to say, I believe due process demands that we hear him out, even if he is a yokai. When you put it that way. Still, I believe that testimony by a yokai is unprecedented in the legal world. Well, unprecedented and absurdity, more like. Alright then, Mr. Damien Tenma. Or should I say, Mr. Tenma Taro? Your testimony, please. I shall now speak of recollections most real, courtesy of my host, Damien Tenma. Heed these words, mortals, for hear them but once you shall. Call. I bet we hear it more than once. Because we gotta cross-examine, right? Wait, wouldn't the prosecution cross-examine our witness? Barely conscious was Damien there amid the darkness. Suddenly two yokai did appear. On one side, I, Timotero, ruler of demonkind. And on the other, my mortal enemy, the nine-tailed fox. So is it defendant asserting that the room he was in was very dark at the time? Strange as it may be, yes, indeed, all was in darkness. And the part about Timotero and the nine-tailed fox being there? Yes, I do. Timotero towered overhead. Why are you bonking me? What'd I do? I'm gonna bonk you. Maybe I'll bonk you with my teeth. See how you like that? They're very sharp. Yeah, that's true. Timoteo towered overhead and the nine-tailed fox glittered gold. Ah! I call animal abuse, Your Honor. Oh. It would seem the defendant's recollections are not to be trusted. Yes, well, truth be told, my host's recollections are still a bit fuzzy. As if half-dreamt that happening lingers in his mind. Apollo, maybe I can help here. Really? Oh, you mean... Yeah, I can hear it. The discord in his heart. I sense an unusual emotion in the mayor's memory of the event. Okay, I just hope our findings don't come back to haunt us. Again. Let's take a look. I'm barely conscious amid the darkness. Okay. So two yokai did appear. One's that I, Timotero, ruler of demonkind. And the other, my mortal enemy, the nine-tailed fox.
Got it!
Why is he happy? When the nine-tailed fox appeared, you not only experienced shock and sadness, but also something like joy as well. Joy? Perhaps it's joy at the light coming to my eyes at long last. A long and terrible creaking did pierce the silence. And then there was light. On reflection, it was a door that did produce that infernal racket. A creaking door? I was talking about the forbidden chamber door. It does make a lot of noise. So this means the forbidden chamber really was opened. But what about the stun light he described? I think I know. He mentioned darkness and Timotero towering overhead. Maybe the mayor wasn't really in the fox chamber at the time of the crime. Mr. Mayor, did the darkness that you were in happen to be here?
Take that!
The forbidden chamber? Was it not the fox chamber where the murder did occur? Yes, but it all makes sense if you were in the forbidden chamber. That terrible creaking sound was probably the forbidden chamber's door opening. And the towering Timotero you saw was likely most likely the forbidden chamber statue. Why, yes, that would explain it. The darkness in the staff, in the demon's grasp. But even if all that's true, then what about the nine-tailed fox? Maybe he was seeing things? Just like JC in her imaginary yokai? Fantastical, Apollo. It's entirely possible. In a groggy dreamlike state, people can remember things and events. Just remember, you say. Let me think. Ah, I do believe I remember now. That was not the nine-tailed fox. It was... the Amazing Ninetales. What? The Amazing Ninetales? At first, it's but a dream, I thought. Now, however, most clearly do I recall it. Because the Amazing Ninetales did open the Forbidden Chamber's door. I'm sorry, I asked. Amazing Ninetales? But that was the victim, Alderman QB, right? Yeah, why would he open the Forbidden Chamber? Wasn't he trying to keep it sealed? Never mind that, this is completely new information. I'm going to run an update. David Conscious Damien in the Forbidden Chamber, okay. In the darkness, a mighty statue of Timotero loomed overhead. So the door did open and a shaft of light did pierce the gloom. Amazing Ninetales have come to the rescue. Why was he sad?
Got it!
Why were you sad? If you're being rescued, when the Amazing Ninetales opened the chamber banishing the darkness within, you felt joy, but didn't you also feel shock and sadness? Yes, in the hazy depths of my mind, I do recollect something of that nature. I believe it was the Fiend's Cape of Red. For when I did behold it, a great wave of sadness did inexplicably wash over me. Inexplicitly wash over me. We're almost there. A cape. Of red? Hollow, we've reduced the noise level. Oh, but there's still there's still a little left. Mertima, why were you sad when you saw the red cape? Why indeed? What could this mean? I guess the memory is still a little spotty. I know because Lay's recollection contradicts the evidence. Yeah, it's one of those contradictions that slaps right across the face. Something this obvious could arise when someone is trying to force a fuzzy memory into definitive shape. Hollow, I know what you have to do. You need to present evidence that contradicts the image you see. Oh, so it's basically the same as the usual cross-examination process. Okay, time to review the evidence. Look out, contradictions. Here comes justice. Rescue.
Objection!
He was all bloody because he'd already been stabbed. You said the Amazing Ninetales cape was red. Are you sure about that? Yes, well, I do believe it was a red cape. I saw, but... Maritima. Does this cape look red to you? Oh, that certainly does not look red. Not even scarlet or crimson either. Nevertheless, upon my liberation, something red did fill my as yet hazy field of view. And I thought to myself, the Amazing Ninetales is arrayed in a cape of red. So he mistook the red something for his cape, huh? Apparently so. And remembering it now brings a great sadness upon me. So that something probably wasn't a cape after all. Maybe the great sadness he mentioned is what's interfering with his memory. Well, he would have seen the fox chamber behind the Amazing Ninetales. What red object could he have seen there that would have been that shocking? I know, could it have been... Mr. Mayor, was the red thing you saw this? Is it the hair?
Take that!
Foolish mortal, do you mock me? Whoa, sorry. I'm afraid I have no recollection of seeing such an item. I cease this practice of leaving before looking. So sorry. Ouch, that was a humanoid demon double punch. Hollow, think of something that's red and could produce a feeling of sadness. Take a look at the evidence again. It was the red thing you saw. Is it the blood?
Take that!
Something red that could produce a deep sadness. Could it be, Mr. Timothy, that what you saw was the Alderman's blood? Blood? Why, yes. It was blood. Arrgh! Ooh, ah! It's all coming back to me now. It wasn't a red cape that I saw. It was lying behind the Amazing Ninetales Alderman's bloody body. Eek! Wait, I thought he was in Amazing Ninetales. He's known himself down to 0. I think he's remembered everything now. Does it mean the Amazing Ninetales killed Alderman QB? Alderman was the Amazing Ninetales, so how exactly would that work? I asked you first. Well, Mr. Justice, you sure know how to make a complicated matter even more complicated. True, but at the time of the crime, our client was in the Forbidden Chamber. Moreover...
Silence.
Random Fox. We got Pearl Fox. Oh, don't you think this is strange? Little Scamp has already confirmed her father being in the Fox Chamber. But she said naught about seeing the Amazing Ninetales there. Heck, you just had to bring that up, didn't you? She didn't see LaBelle there either. It's so weird. Who really was in that room, then? Would Vince care to share any theories with the court? Can you explain the inconsistency between the defendant's testimony and his daughter's? I think I can. Yes, of course. I can't explain it. Because if I don't, we're in serious trouble. Now with more of your bluffs and fairy tales, I trust. Fair warning, Justice Dono. I shall have your head if you fail to explain it, this. Eep. What about a good old-fashioned penalty? Mr. Justice, let's see if you have a head worth keeping on your shoulders. First of all, Mr. LaBelle was definitely in the Fox Chamber while it was locked. We also know that Mayor Timma was in the Forbidden Chamber based on his testimony. These two facts are crucial to my explanation. So let's consider the following question. If the facts point to Florent LaBelle and the victim being there at the scene, why did Jinxie Timma see the victim and her father, Mayor Timma? A very good question indeed. But I suppose you have an answer for us. Sadly, you would be supposing wrong. You think she could have mistaken Miss LaBelle for the mayor? Well, she did, then the question is, why did she do that? How about the explanation, Mr. Justice? I believe the time for questions is over. The defense asserts that Florent LaBelle was at the scene of the crime. However, Jinxie Timma has testified that she saw her father collapse there. If she has, in fact, misremembered the event, what could have made her do so? I don't think either of this is right. I think she was confused. Miss Timma was in a state of confusion at the time. That's how she mistook Mr. Bell. No, that's not what I wanted to say! Oh, they both look kind of like yokai. Afraid I don't follow you, Mr. Justice. That's not what I thought at all! Can I do over that one? Mrs. asserts that Florent LaBelle's at the scene of the crime. Miss Timma has best attached to show her father collapsed there. She has in fact remembered. What could have made her do so? She got the rooms mixed up. I thought she was in the Fox Chamber, because she got the rooms mixed up. Oh, when I'm in a big rush, I may make an unintended detour or two within the building. But I never end up in the wrong courtroom. If she was confused, I think she knows she entered the Forbidden Chamber. There's that massive barred door to deal with, after all. Right, penalty for our spatially challenged attorney. Are none of them right? Let's try that one again. Hi, Treeborn. How's it going? However, Jinxie Timma has testified that she saw her father collapse there. The figure Miss Timma saw was not her father. It was Florent LaBelle disguised as Damien Timma.
Silence.
Hi, Emerald. That's completely impossible. The faces are utterly unalike. How could you explain that away with a mere disguise? Yes, they both do have incredibly distinctive faces. But maybe the disguise completely hid his face. I think Jinxie would have mentioned she couldn't see her father's face. If it was that sort of disguise, wouldn't she have removed it? Oh, right. Sword is as dull as your mind, Justice Dono. Can I show you what a truly sharp blade is capable of? Ah, I think I'll pass. Heck! Ah! Did I just get game overed? Oof. Are you okay, Paulo? I'm not fine, am I? Well, now that we have that little fairy tale out of the way, Baldness, your verdict, if you will. Justice, I believe it's time for a verdict if you have no further arguments. What's even left for me to do? Oh, remember what Mr. Wright always says? When you're stuck in a tight spot, turn the case upside down. Turn the case upside down. He does say that, doesn't he? But I don't quite see how it applies here. No, I finished it. I just had to go back and redo it, Freeborn. Still, never hurts to give it a try, I guess. Let's see. Other than Jinxie didn't remove the disguise. Jinxie didn't remove the disguise. Maybe she couldn't remove it. Unless she didn't tell anyone about the disguise. Maybe it was she couldn't talk about it. Wrestler's mask is more precious than his own life. He never unmasks himself in front of others. There are matches where wrestlers battle for the right to remove each other's masks. Having a mask torn off is the worst humiliation a wrestler could suffer. Some of the masks are more important than their life itself. And what about the fact that it was the Amazing Ninetales who opened the door? Masks that can't be removed in front of others? Can these facts turn things around? We got it all backwards. Apollo, I think we might have made a huge mistake. Your baldness, I see no need to further indulge them in their silly little farce. Defense has no proof. They never did and they never will. Then it seems I must announce my verdict.
Objection!
I do have proof. Do you now? Alright, but it's better be good, Mr. Justice. We can solve the remaining riddles by turning all of our assumptions upside down. Why Jesus Simba mistook Mr. LaBelle for her father? Why she couldn't remove the costume or tell anyone about it in the first place? These riddles are inextricably linked to Mayor Tima's secret identity. A shocking secret identity that will turn the entire premise of this case upside down. This piece of evidence clearly reveals Mayor Tima's secret identity.
Take that!
Gah! Well, what absolute claptrap. Poppycock, balderdash. We thought the Alderman was the Amazing Ninetales and the Mayor was Tim Matero. That's why I believe the Mayor killed the Alderman in dust for the Ninetales Veil. And it was the basis for the prosecution's entire case against our client. However, we got the whole thing backwards. Mayor Timba wasn't Tim Matero at all. He was the Amazing Ninetales. That's why he disappeared. Whoa, what's this? You'd best explain yourself, Justice Dono, and where you've derived such a far-fetched conclusion. Jinxie not knew the true identity of the Amazing Ninetales, but she couldn't tell anyone no matter what. That's why she didn't say it was the Amazing Ninetales she saw passed out. Even though, unbeknownst to her, it was really Florent LaBelle in disguise.
Silence!
The accused and that deceitful dandy are utterly dissimilar in physical build and voice. No scamp would have seen the difference.
Objection!
Remember, Mr. LaBelle had his very own brand of cosmetics. Why couldn't he fake a different build too? Anyone speaking through a mask would naturally sound different.
Silence!
Why did she not simply pull the mask off?
Objection!
A masked wrestler's disguise is more precious than life itself. As a huge fan of the Amazing Ninetales, she would never dare unmask him. Gah! Wah! This case of mistaken identity also explains the riddle of the locked room. Then by all means, Mr. Justice, answer it for us already. First, Mr. LaBelle entered the room where the Mayor and the Alderman were talking. I suspect he brought with him coffee laced with some sort of sedative. Once the Alderman was out cold, that's when Mr. LaBelle killed him. Next, he took the Mayor, who he had also drugged, into the Forbidden Chamber. Then he returned to the Fox Chamber, slipped into some of the Mayor's spare clothes, and completed disguise by donning the Amazing Ninetales mask. With his entire charade in place, Mr. LaBelle then let out a scream. The scream that led Jinx and Tima to the scene. Ah, so then... the person who said I killed Alderman QB was... Yep, that was Florent LaBelle in disguise. The mayor never actually confessed.
Silence.
Oof, this is no more than guesswork and speculation. Now stop your jabbering and...
Objection!
No, you twisted samurai. This time you stop your jabbering and let me finish making my case. Arg! Once Miss Tima left the scene, Mr. LaBelle, still wearing the mayor's clothes and mask, opened the forbidden chamber. So he could drag the mayor back out into the fox chamber. Oh, so the amazing Ninetales the mayor saw was... Right, it was LaBelle opening the forbidden chamber. The second time Mr. LaBelle opened the door to the forbidden chamber, he happened to catch the thieving Mr. Filch by surprise. So Mr. Filch in his Tarot disguise ran as fast as he could away from the room. As he did, he left behind him a trail of feathers and tracks. It gave Miss Tima the scare of her life in the hallway. When no one left witness the events that occurred... How are we doing on time? Oh, we're overdue. Mr. LaBelle then proceeded to drag the sleeping mayor back into the fox chamber. I see. Well, don't bob at me. Well, that certainly does make sense. Then after dragging the mayor back into the fox chamber, Mr. LaBelle threw the mask out the window and fled the room.
Silence.
For this absurd theory to work, it requires that the defendant be the Amazing Ninetales. However, he was the one pushing for the mutual merger. That such an individual could possibly be the Amazing Ninetales is preposterous.
Objection!
The mayor was blackmailed into pursuing the merger. Mr. Tima's life was in danger if he had openly voiced his opposition. That's why he created a secret identity as the Amazing Ninetales. Ah, this is madness. No one could possibly hatch such an insane plot. No one except a killer as insane as this plot. And I'd say Florent LaBelle more than qualifies. Foolish mortal, it is your own peril that you forget who I am. And Mayor Tima is okay now. Jinx will be safe just as soon as Mr. LaBelle is arrested. You are the Amazing Ninetales, aren't you? Ah ha 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 ha. You have quite the active imagination. Mayor Tima is not the Amazing Ninetales.
Objection!
What do you mean? Well, has the mayor admitted to it yet? That's just... And even if he did admit to such nonsense, I would reveal the truth behind the Tima Tarot right here and now. How about we just have them take their shirts off and see who's the huge muscle guy? I don't know if I can do the Joker laugh. How's the Joker laugh go? What? Why, you dare reveal the secrets? Aha ha ha! My good friend the Alderman told me all about it. But it wouldn't be good to expose the truth, or the superstitions now, would it? Truth behind the Timatero? What's he talking about? So go ahead, say it. Say, I am the Amazing Ninetales. I dare you. Arrgh!
Objection!
Wait. Will somebody please explain what's going on here? Mayor Tima will do anything to keep the truth behind the Timatero a secret. A dark, terrible truth has been kept secret by the village superstitions. If the mayor admits to being the Amazing Ninetales, you'll expose the truth? Chuckle the laughs. Right, I won't have him walking free because of some nonsense you made up. Oh, so what now, Justice Dono? Without the mayor's admission, your theory is as useless as you're in battle. I'll show you who's useless. Apollo, don't you dare give up now. I know. Your Honor, I believe Mr. LaBelle's statements warrant a thorough cross-examination. And I think we need to go brush. We'll do that. So I'm gonna go brush. I'll be right back, okay? Go brush. Brushy, brushy, brushy. I'll be right back. Stop freaking out, Treeborn. It's okay. It's okay. We're almost there. 28 seconds, okay? It's fine. It's fine, okay? It's gonna be okay. Just got 20 seconds left. Da-da-da. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ow! That barely touched me! I believe Mr. Bell's statements warrant a thorough cross-examination. After all, true identity of the Amazing Ninetales is a cornerstone of this case. You have a point there. Please answer this court, Mr. Bell. Is the defendant the Amazing Ninetales or not? The Amazing Ninetales' true identity. The Amazing Ninetales' true identity is not Mayor Tema. Mayor would never admit to such utter nonsense. But if he did admit to such nonsense, I'll expose the truth behind Tematero right here and now. And that would bring ruin upon Ninetales Vale, just as the superstitions say. Talk about out of the pot and into the fire. This way the mayor will be found guilty for sure. Honestly speaking, if Mayor Damon Tema is not the Amazing Ninetales, I'm afraid I don't see how the defense has much of a case here. Aha! Ha ha! I don't know if I can do a Joker laugh. And let's just leave it at that, shall we? We all know Alderman QB was the Amazing Ninetales. Anyway. I mean, that's how Ninetales Vale made a comeback. The Alderman was so popular. There's gotta be a hole in that testimony somewhere. I don't even know where to start. So you don't have any proof that the mayor is the Amazing Ninetales. Then we just have to get him to admit it himself. If he admits to it, the Bell's gonna expose us here by Tematero. Arg, we are so close, I know it! The defense may cross-examine the witness. Amazing Ninetales' true identity is not Mayor Tema.
Hold it!
This whole case only makes sense if the mayor is the Amazing Ninetales. I know you used to masquerade the illusion of locked room murder.
Silence!
Humph, nothing more than idle speculation. You've no evidence now, have you?
Objection!
Mr. Bell knows what the statue originally looked like. It means he had to be in the Fox Chamber while it was still locked tight. Aha ha ha! Sorry, but I heard about the statue from Alderman QB. If you don't believe me, just ask him. Oh, but what's that? The Alderman's dead? Ah ha ha! Looks like the joke's on you, my sweaty little friend. Apollo, you mind if I wring his neck? Wait in line, because I'm going first. Temper. Anyway. The mayor would never admit to such utter nonsense.
Hold it!
The only nonsense here in this court is you and your assertions. Tis, such anger is terrible for the skin, you know. Beauty is like a flower that blooms forth from a serene heart. Excuse me? Fifth, I wouldn't expect a wilted peasant like you to understand. Perhaps his fragrance will help the blossom with you bloom. Ack! Aha ha ha! You liked that, didn't you? Enough jabbering about blossoms and whatnot. Get on with your testimony, before I slice you into a bouquet of cut flowers. Oh dear, please excuse me. As I was saying, the assertion of our wilted attorney here is utter nonsense. But if you did admit to such nonsense,
Hold it!
you'd be arrested, wouldn't you? Yes, it's true. I would be sacrificed upon the altar of justice to spite my innocence. What a terrible loss that would be for the future of humankind's cosmetic needs. It's a tragedy that must be averted. If you understand this.
Silence!
The only terrible loss is the time wasted by your ceaseless yammering. If you would avert the tragedy awaiting you and that vexing visage of yours, then... Yes, I know. Get on with my testimony. Anyhow, suffice to say, if the mayor admits to the defense's nonsense, I will make good on my threat and... I will expose the truth behind Timotero right here and now.
Hold it!
And just how did you learn of this so-called truth behind Timotero? Autumn QB told me all about it. The secret of the Forbidden Chamber and the truth behind Timotero. I always share secrets like that with you, Mr. LaBelle. Because of the alderman's wife. I was looking after her while she was hospitalized. He appreciated it so much, he shared the secrets with me. Wait, did he threaten the alderman in addition to the mayor? Don't tell me that's how he learned how to open the Forbidden Chamber. Needless to say, I'm not above revealing the truth behind Timotero. And that would bring ruin upon Ninetales Vale, just as the superstitions say.
Hold it!
Do not gaze upon Timotero. Do not tell others if you see him. Isn't that what the village superstitions say? Exactly. Telling others what Timotero looks like would reveal the truth. That's why the superstitions were written down in the first place. And ruin coming to the village if you free him. Is that a warning not to expose the truth? Ah ha ha. Bingo. And that truth is, Timotero is a great, greed-inspiring fortune. Timotero is a great, greed-inspiring fortune. That's what the whole battle over Ninetales Vale is all about. Timotero is a great fortune. Come think of it. Only that's the greatest quick chance in the universe. Campbell told me all about it. He said there's amazing treasure in there. Timotero actually be? The village of Timotero is a terrifying yokai. It's what has scared them away from the Forbidden Chamber and the treasure within. That's how the treasure has been kept secret all this time. Ah ha ha. Well, well, well. It seems our ace attorney here has uncovered the truth that must not be revealed. The chuckle? I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea. I'm not good at laughing, okay? I don't really laugh much. So it's just hard. Like Chucky? I don't know. I don't know. Man, Timotero looks like he wants to keep the truth hidden as much as I do. Tragedy is doomed to repeat itself as long as Timotero exists. That's my secret must be protected. As long as Timotero exists, huh? Mr. LaBelle, please add the statement to your testimony. Tragedy is doomed to repeat it as long as Timotero exists.
Hold it!
So in other words, tragedy wouldn't occur at all if there were no Timotero. Yes, I suppose so, but that's wishful. Mrs. LaBelle? Yes. You don't say. As long as Timotero exists, huh? How's the mayor supposed to admit to his secret identity now? Well, we have to find a way to make him say it, or an entire case unravels. There must be a hole in LaBelle's testimony somewhere. There we go.
Objection!
Mr. LaBelle, what if Timotero no longer existed? Revealing the truth would no longer be an issue, would it? If Timotero no longer existed. Ah ha ha. What on earth are you talking about? Hold on, let me look up a Chucky laugh, okay?
Injured, you need experience.
I got a
Call
stupid
James
ad.
Scott
Hold on a
Fair.
second.
I'm TV Sir's Greg Mathis.
I mean, that's not what he's. That's that's not ha 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 ha. I don't think that fits. What on earth are you talking about? Oh, apparently you haven't heard. Timotero no longer exists. I guess you didn't get to do a thorough search after the key was taken from you. Look at Joker. Ripper laugh. I mean, I might be able to do something like that. Maybe. I don't know. I'll practice it for later, okay? But when we searched the forbidden chamber, there wasn't any treasure there. Really? Or maybe we weren't looking in the right place. Sorry, but I have proof that the Timotero no longer exists. Take a look at this figure. What do we have here? It looks like some sort of creature. We found this in the forbidden chamber. It's an Azuki Kozo figure. The great thief Azuki Kozo used to leave them in the scene of his crimes. Are you suggesting that the Timotero has been stolen? Yep, Phoenix Filch's grandfather, a master thief, was the culprit. And by that, he this moronic caretaker's grandfather, no less? I know! What my beautiful golden Timotero was. The greed inspired by Timotero can no longer bring a ruin upon Ninetales Vale. Isn't that right, Mayor Timba? The root of tragedy would indeed seem to be gone. In fact, I now recall the Alderman revealing the secret to me on the day of our meeting. He must have been speaking of Timotero, for he said to me the gold ingot was gone. The gold ingot? You mean the treasure that is Timotero's true form? God forbid the scroll in the forbidden chamber. Timotero is the yellowish object shown in there. A giant gold ingot that my nomadic ancestors bestowed upon Ninetales Vale. In return for that gold, my ancestors did receive from Ninetales Vale land that would become Timma Town. But drive the villagers mad with greed did that great fortune. Bitter was their greed-fueled battle, as if they were possessed. My ancestors' gold became as a curse upon their village, a curse of ruin. Thus it was that the yokai Timotero came to be. So Timotero and the village superstitions were merely fairy tales to scare people away. Fairy tale or not, Timotero made quite the mess of things. Yes, indeed, for there is no greater monster than a mortal man's lust for gold. But you know what they say, the love of money is the root of all evil. My ancestors did bring a terrible thing here to Ninetales Vale. A thing so terrible that Timotero, a monster just as terrible, had to be created to keep it a secret. Yet we have naught but love for the little village to which we owe our very existence. Timoteo would never seek to take over Ninetales Vale in a merger. Oh my, that was quite a shocking lesson in history. Mr. Mayor, now that we know Timotero no longer exists, are you ready to admit your secret? You are the amazing Ninetales, aren't you? No, don't do it. Please, no! Just rip off your shirt, we'll know in a second. Be gone, you demented demon. Now, where was I? The Golden Lord of Yokai, the amazing Ninetales, is indeed me! Ah ha 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 ha! Ah ha 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 ha! Ah ha 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 ha! Ah ha 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 ha! And that means... Jinxie. Yes? The man wearing the mayor's clothes, who you saw collapse in the Fox Chamber, was he wearing the amazing Ninetales mask? Uh-huh. That's what made me think it was Papa. He said he was going to reveal his secret identity to Alderman Cubie that day, so... So it really wasn't Papa I saw there, was it? It was Florent's idea from the start. He advised me to reveal my secret identity to Alderman. These Rube Goldberg machines have less elaborate setups than the LaBelle's schemes. You may rest easy now, little Jinxie. That monster's deception is through. Caw-caw, caw-caw. The true facts behind the case have finally come to light. Timma did not kill Alderman Cubie, but Florent LaBelle did. How dare you, peasant! Gnurk! Wah! Ah! No! What's it like without...
Silence.
Silence. What? Say silence again. Oh, Justice Dono. You should at least have a real blade in your hands if you desire to cross swords with me. Have you mistaken this battlefield for a training ground? What's this guy want now? Evidence like a razor-sharp blade that cuts through the bone as though it were butter. You have only blind guesses. A dull blade incapable of cutting even a cape. As you there, Mr. Justice. After all, evidence is everything in a court of law. But they're right. Let's see some evidence. Wait, when does hair turn blonde? Of course, perfect being like me wouldn't leave any incriminating evidence behind. Ah ha ha ha. This is the final battle. Just as samurai must live and die by the sword. You will live or die by the evidence you hold. My swift blade of judgment awaits. Alright, we're gonna save it real quick. I think we need to present the mask though. I'm betting the hair in there, the white hair, is not color safe. I bet it washes right off. Can I present your conclusive evidence, or don't you have any? Oh, crud. Do I have anything conclusive? Of course I do. Evidence? Oh, I have evidence. You do? Of course. It's just conclusive evidence we need too. We're gonna finally prove Mayor Tenma innocent. Here comes justice. What is this? Let's read the facts. Most damning evidence against the mayor was the crime scene itself. Mayor and the victim were the only two people found in the room. Also, we all thought the Alderman was killed because he was Amazing Ninetales. As you know, now, of course, we were way off. Amazing Ninetales is really Mayor Damien Tenma. That's why when his daughter Jinxie saw the Amazing Ninetales collapse at the scene, she mistook him for her father. Those are the facts as we have revealed. However, Mr. LaBelle asserts that he did not leave any evidence at the scene of the crime. He didn't say anything about evidence outside the crime scene. Maybe he's as clever as he thinks he is. Anything evidence outside the crime scene? Any clues? Mask. Go inside the mask. Oh, I know. The Amazing Ninetales mask is found washed up along the river. What clues the mask hole? White hair. And what about the hair left in the mask? Who's it belong to? Florent LaBelle. The white hair is LaBelle's. Oh, right. That hair is Florent LaBelle's. Yes, now that's what I call conclusive evidence. I called it! I told you. See, I had the same line of thought. Well, Mr. Justice, do you have any conclusive evidence to present to the court? Of course I do. Observe this mask as you will. That mask? How is that conclusive evidence? It's not the mask itself, but with the white hair inside it. We originally thought it belonged to Alderman Rex Cuby. Yes, but Amazing Ninetales we now know is Mayor Tenma, so... That's correct. So the question is, whose hair could this be? The answer to that is the last person to have worn it before it was discarded. That would be you, Mr. Florent LaBelle. What are you talking about? I never had hideous white hair like that.
Silence.
It would appear your coup de grace failed to hit his mark. His freakish fop is not the white-haired type. But he's busy being one lunatic garish color or another.
Objection!
No, Prosecutor Blackwell, it's you who has made a fatal error. Well, what? Remember where its mask was found? Washed up by the side of the river. With that in mind, this last bit of evidence will solve all the remaining riddles. Hair color washed out in water.
Take that!
Arg, that's... Huh? What is that? This is Mr. LaBelle's own private brand of hair color. It washed out with just water. The court will also recall the Amazing Ninetales mask washed up along the side of the village. River with white hair inside it. What's this? Are you saying that Peacock's hair color is... That's exactly what I'm saying. Mr. LaBelle's hair color is a freaky work of fiction. Thanks to the river flowing through Ninetales Vale, we now have a real-life expose. Ah! The white hair in this mask is conclusive evidence proving you're the real killer. A DNA test is all we need to prove it, and we both know we'll get a match. Admit it! Florent LaBelle, you were the one who killed Alderman Rex Cuby. You... Peasant! How dare you! Ah! You play my beauty? I'm going to turn me like I did the... Ah! No, my makeup! Do you also watch out his hair color because so much spray? Yep, there it is. Hello, this is LaBelle. What? The project is off? This is LaBelle. The sponsors have pulled out? LaBelle speaking. I'm fired. You mean I'm no longer Mayor Timma's aide? Hello, this is LaBelle. What? There's a stratospheric damage claim against me? $100 million. Ha ha ha. Hee hee hee. Ha 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 ha. I'm finished! Washed up! Stick a fork in me. I'm done! Is that better? Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Is that better? I tried. I went for it. Was that better? This is preposterous. I, Simon Blackwell, defeated? Order, order, order! In the courts. Well, this is quite the unexpected outcome. I must hand it to you, Mr. Justice. You really turned this case on its head, just like that other lawyer, Phoenix Wright. Ha ha ha. Wait, was that a compliment? Wait, that was a compliment, right? Prosecutor Blackwell, what have you done with Florent LaBelle? The defeated man is withered like a flower without water. One of the officers is currently tending to him with a sprinkler. Wouldn't that just wash even more of his makeup off? Allow me to explain the actions of the guilty party in detail. Motive, of course, was to steal the gold ingot known as Timotero. However, few were allowed into the manor due to its cultural ties to Ninetales Vale. LaBelle set in motion plans to gain access to the manor and the gold within via the merger. But the efforts of the Amazing Ninetales saw those plans come to a halt. And thus LaBelle murdered the alderman in an attempt to pin the blame on Mayor Timma. I see. What I still can't comprehend is why would he go after the gold in the first place? Mr. LaBelle doesn't look like someone who is needing financial aid. LaBelle hid his past well, much like he hid his beauty with makeup. He's mired in debt. Debt due to pouring money into a brand only he could love. Which is why he sought the gold with such veracity. Bad for him, someone else had gotten to it first, anyway. I see. Very well, then. I believe it's time I declared a verdict. The court finds the defendant, Damon Timma, not guilty. We did it! Confetti, the grossest thing in the universe. Court is adjourned. That was some seriously good lawyering, Apollo. Even I didn't see that coming. Heh, just got lucky, I guess. You banished Timoteo from Ninetales Vale like you were some kind of exorcist. There's still one thing I don't understand. How come Mr. LaBelle didn't kill Mayor Timma too? He could set up so the mayor murdered the alderman, then died from a counterattack. That would have removed at least one possible fly from the ointment. I was wondering about that too, but I have a hunch LaBelle was biding his time. He's planning on exposing the Amazing Ninetales' true identity himself. Huh? But why? Because the mayor was the Amazing Ninetales. Had LaBelle succeeded in framing Mayor Timma for the alderman's murder, the Wester's popularity would have plummeted once his identity was revealed. Oh, I get it. If the Amazing Ninetales was just killed, he'd just die a hero, but if he was proved a villain, his fans would abandon him, making the merger that much easier. Right. Then when the merger was complete and everything was cooled down, he'd be able to search the Forbidden Chamber at his leisure. What an insanely intricate plot. Caw, a most excellent job clearing my name. A feat worthy of the Demon Lord's approval. Why are you acting like Timoteo again? Let's be of no concern to you. How can that concern me? Timoteo, be gone! Gah! Jujixi, seems like ages since I've laid eyes upon you. Papa, you're finally back. Yes, it would seem Timotero is no match for you. Ha ha ha. I'm not scared of that silly yokai anymore. Your father's a free man now, Jinxie. Isn't that great? Thank you for all you've done. Seeing you guys in action, it made me feel like I don't have to be afraid anymore. Wait, is Jinxie actually smiling? Maybe she actually sleep. Maybe he can sleep. Maybe everybody can sleep. Nobody gets enough sleep. You guys don't get enough sleep. Nobody sleeps enough. It's all thanks to you two. Too bad the amazing Ninetales will have to retire, though. Aww, how come? Once everyone hears I'm an amazing Ninetales, my fan base will nosedive. After all, I'm not the most popular of people. Another reason for my secret identity. I'll see how I could possibly continue. Hee hee, I think you've misjudged yourself. Take a look outside. So now that you mention it, what's all that noise out there? A big crowd gathered outside the courthouse once the news broke. They want to get a glimpse of Mayor Damien Timma, the man behind the mask, and root for your return to the wrestling ring. Rooting for me, but I thought I was nothing more than a malefactor in their eyes. The only one who really matters is Jinxie. Show her how cool you really are. Yeah, you're the coolest when you're out there fighting in the ring, Papa. Jinxie. Here, I think you'll be needing this.
Take that!
Thank you. Now, if you would excuse me. I don't keep my fans waiting. See, look at the fox symbol! Go Foxes! Ninetales fail forever! I can't do it. Am I doing it? I'm trying. I tried. I mean, I did it. It's not really showing up well. Sure, they can settle the problems between Timbertown and Ninetales Vale. Me too. I'm sure they'll be fine. After all, the blackmailer/killers behind bars and the murder is no longer an issue. Plus, the amazing Ninetales obviously still hit. I suspect Ninetales Vale will be too. And it's all because we believed in our client. Just like you said. Okay, people. Now that we've got that one in the bag, let's go get something to eat. I'm starving. Sounds good. I've been so nervous I haven't eaten since yesterday. Better keep eating, Apollo. You might have to start looking up at me. Huh? I definitely passed my growth phase, and you should be about past yours, too. Are you kidding me? I'm just getting started. I do not. It's face-stuffing time. Keep eating like that. The only direction you'll grow is sideways. Very funny. I've got a hollow leg. I can eat as much as I want without gaining an ounce. Really? Wow, I can't wait to see this. Batteries? Ha, just let him try to stick to me. Alright, alrighty, you two. Let's get going before the old man closes shop. Elder's Noodles isn't an all-night stand, you know. Oh, Mr. Wright. Let's go. I've been waiting to have a bowl from there ever since Mr. Wright told me about it. Isn't that the really salty noodles? Well, what are we waiting for? The noodles are on me today, so I expect some serious eating from you two. Yay, thanks, boss. I'll let you down. Yeah, has no idea what she's getting into. Those noodles are so hot and salty. 2 bowls would kill a man. They are the salty noodles. That was our first case together. And it felt like nothing could bring us down after that. The dark age of the law seemed so distant, so irrelevant to our small, cozy office. But little did I know that it had been lurking all along, right there behind us. The first time it made itself known was during the murder at Themis Legal Academy. That case would mark the twilight before the dark, cold night that was to come. Okay, we're here at the end. That's what we're gonna say. Okay. Here's the thing. We have less than 45 minutes. We have 40 minutes left of stream. That's 40 minutes. You really want to start a case with 40 minutes left? We get 40 minutes into it, and then we don't touch again for 5 days? J-Born? I'm just saying, you know, we won't remember what happened. Let's go. You gonna finish fast? Alright, let's go for it. Alright, here we go. Turnabout Academy. How many episodes is this one? Do we know?
Themis Legal Academy, a prestigious high school with alumni in the highest echelons of the legal world.
Bloody clouds. People get wiped from existence. Did they get Thanos snapped? Are they about to start a race? They look like they're about to race. This isn't decent. I just went to the next one. Why is this the wrong one? Do I need to pause? Is this the wrong case again? I keep doing... What am I supposed to be doing? Is this not right? What should I be doing? This case 4? Okay, let's go look for it. We saved, right? We'll go and save. We'll do an extra save. This is episode 3. Are you sure you're right? Looks like the pirate is the end. Special. Okay, so are we good to do this one, or what are we doing? I know you said the pirates were next, but, it's not appear to be the case. So you good with doing this one? Or do you want me to try to do this one? Alright. Let's just load back up where we were. Oh no, I'm gonna be late. Fox in school again. Oh, look at the muscles on her. I'm impressed. Huff, puff, you finally. This is it. The illustrious Themis Legal Academy. This is the place where many distinguished lawyers and prosecutors got their start. I mean, the in-between did literally talk about the school, so this is definitely next in order. When news spread that Meister Wright had gotten his attorney's badge back, he received a call from the school asking him to pay a visit. Meister Wright brought us all along, hoping we'd learn something from the experience. But no, I had to go and blow up by getting here 30 minutes late. This is not all business today. After all, today's a school festival. Rose Cute and Classy Cafe. We get it, prosecute. Culpable Curry. Also culpable Curry. This place is school festival written all over it. Literally. Yep, there it is. All over it. Why all the cold stares? Because everyone's in a school uniform except me? Well, I like the way I dress. Wonder where Mr. Wright and Apollo are. Your attention, please. Sorry. Your attention, please. This is an announcement from the mock trial committee. The mock trial will begin shortly. All students and faculty, please proceed at once to the lecture hall. Thank you. Sounds like a mock trial is about to start. But where's this lecture hall? Maybe follow the sign to the mock trial. Looks like all the students and faculty are heading that way. Might as well join them. Maybe I'll find Mr. Wright and Apollo there. How do I get my announcement voice? I just put my hand over my mouth. Themis Legal Academy. Wow, this looks nice. This must be the lecture hall. Wow, they spent some serious money on this place. This court can't even compete. Hey, Athena, over here. There they are. Ah, Mr. Wright, Apollo. I've been looking forward for you two. I'm so sorry I'm late. It's okay. Sorry we couldn't wait for you. We didn't want to be late for our meeting. Lucky for you, the person we were supposed to meet also seems to be running late. Mr. Wright? Mr. Justice? It seems Professor Court. They're gonna have a stupid name. I can already feel it. Has yet to arrive. Is he a statue? How unprofessional of her to keep visitors to our esteemed institution waiting like this. He looks like he's carved out of stone. I should make it right. I will not... Oh, what do we have here? Oh, right. You haven't been introduced yet. Oh, yes. You must be the young lady Mr. Wright was telling me about. And that just looks ridiculous. I am Aristotle Means, a professor at this hallowed Hall of Learning. I oversee the lawyer course here. It's a pleasure to meet you. Wouldn't this all be a lawyer course? I mean, thanks, Sykes. I just recently got my attorney's badge myself. Big philosopher? Yeah. It's nice to meet you, too. How wonderful. So vigorous and vivacious. You just earned yourself a gold star. I kind of agree. Look at his face. Why are my ears doing this? Ah, what's with its mouth? How does it look right? Why does it look like that? Like that's not how a smile looks. Oh, thanks. That big smile is kind of scary though. Okay, looks like it's gone. Looks like the mock trial is about to begin. What are we going to do about our meeting? Oh, speaking of the mock trial, do either of you know what it's about? Oh, but I thought we had sent a pamphlet to your office. Right, the pamphlet. Whatever happened to that? You won't be seeing it again. Trucy used it for the old rip it up and restore it trick. Unfortunately, it didn't work as advertised. Well, it seems I had better explain the situation then. Thank you, Professor. Now, does anyone have any questions? I do, Professor. Could you tell me all about your school? What an excellent question. Here's a gold star for asking. No, don't do it! Don't do it! Okay, we're okay. Our academy has 3 courses to choose from. Just seeking to be lawyers take the lawyer course, likewise. Budding prosecutors take the prosecutor course, and the future judges the judge course. I thought judges came from, like, law students, like, the same... I thought both prosecutors and, attorneys went to be judges. I'm gonna look it up. Do people go to school to be judges? Judges. Most judges in the U.S. are attorneys with a law degree and significant legal experience. So yeah, they go to law school, and then they go to the bar exam, and then they practice the law as attorneys before being appointed or elected on the bench. You don't just become a judge. That makes no sense. Oh, you have everything here for someone who wants to seriously pursue a career in law. Yes, well, that's what makes our school special, and today's even more so. After all, we are to be treated to a lecture by the legendary attorney Phoenix Wright. We can't wait to hear all about his return to the legal profession. You're giving a lecture, Mr. Wright? But you're not even a professor. Ah ha ha. Yeah, well, I'm just giving them what they want. This reminds me, I was in school And we had a professor that was always late. Every single day, he's late. 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I think 15 minutes was the rule before he'd leave. Sometimes he left. He was only present on time one day. We had a guest lecturer from, I want to say MIT. We had a guest lecturer from MIT. And that day he showed up early with coffee. For him and the professor, not for us, but it was very interesting. Did you know you were meant to be giving a lecture here today? Yeah, sort of. I came early because I was supposed to have a meeting with the head of the judge course. Constance Court. Constance Court. I'm trying to make a pun out of it, I'm struggling. Concord? I don't know. It's been a whirlwind of a morning. Let's leave it at that. Prof Court, she's a wonderful instructor, but quite unpunctual. Oh, so that's who's late. What I've heard, our esteemed Mr. Wright here is scheduled to hold a training seminar tomorrow, in addition to today's lecture. A training seminar? For lawyers? What exactly does that involve? Why involve? Ah! Very skills make a lawyer a lawyer. Put it away! Put that away! The arm may go when shouting objection, the proper way to strike the podium. Put it away! How to project one's voice. Put it away. And most importantly, how to bluff your way to victory. Huh? Who exactly do you want me to teach stuff like that to again? What a wonderful question. You just earned yourself a gold star. Great honor taking a second seminar by a famous lawyer and a famous prosecutor. That's what it's taken in this mock trial. Crown jewel of the school festival. Okay. We're trying to look. We're trying to look at it, okay? The mock trial in question is a prestigious event that every student aspires to win. The top student of the lawyer course and the top student of the prosecutor course face off in a simulated court case set in this very school. As the case itself, okay, we're okay. Ah! Looks like the best group win by judge. Course student base our case on that. Oh, a one-on-one battle. How thrilling. Okay. I'm not looking down. You're looking down. Shut up. So the student studying to be a lawyer wins, they get to take my training seminar. What if the other student wins? I'm not a prosecutor, so there's no cause for alarm. We have a famous prosecutor ready for just such a case. Is it Miles Edgeworth? Exactly who it is? Well, that's a special surprise. Famous prosecutor. No, it can't be. Prof means. Forgive me for interrupting you and your guests. I'm Juniper Woods, senior in the judge course. Wait, Juniper Woods. Wait. Is she's the one that blew up, remember? They thought blew up the thing. We defended her in the first case. Professor, the trial will begin shortly. She'll be delivering a pre-trial speech. Would you mind waiting up in the balcony until we were ready for you? How very organized you are, Juniper. You just earned yourself a gold star, too. Put up Prof Court. Well, I suppose she'll eventually arrive. Now then, I trust you will look after our visitors, Juniper. I'm not looking. No. I looked over there, and it's over there, too. Yes, of course, Professor Means. Juniper Woods? Is that you? Hmm? Then, Athena? I shouldn't recognize you. I didn't know you were back from Europe. Wait, you two know each other? Now that's a coincidence. We've known each other since we were kids. We're like best friends, right, Junie? Yes, well, we live close to each other, so we used to play in the forest together. Yeah, like a lot. Why won't you look at me? I guess I shouldn't be surprised, since we haven't seen each other in a long time. Anyway, we're supposed to go wait in the waiting room, right? Not that I wouldn't mind taking the mock trial you're putting on today. Unfortunately, the mock trial is only for students and faculty. There's one seat reserved for Mr. Wright, but no other exceptions are allowed. Yes, I'm very sorry, but it is part of the student curriculum after all. I don't mind remaining in the waiting room until the trial concludes. Oh, that's too bad. I was hoping to learn something new today. I'll tell you what, Apollo. Why don't you take my place? What? Really? Sure. Besides, I'd like to meet with Prof. Court as soon as she gets here. Oh, no fair. I want to see the mock trial, too. Sorry, I'm going to let Apollo pull what little rank he has. If it's okay with Prof. Beans. Come on! Put this... Why? 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 But of course, Mr. Wright, if that's what you wish. It's settled then. We'll expect a full and detailed report, Apollo, so pay attention. Tisk, being a new kid sure stinks. If you'll please follow me, I'll escort you down to the waiting room on the first floor. Are we playing as Athena now? Still no Prof. Court. It's been over 30 minutes. Mr. Wright's snoozing away on the sofa. This is so boring. I should have hidden the lecture hall and spied on the mock trial. Crash! Eek! What was that? Yawn. Athena, I could have sworn I just heard something fall down and break. If you're running now, they'll think it was you. Well, it wasn't me. I think it came from somewhere outside. Oh, well, we better go have a look. Seeing as everyone else is in the lecture hall. Okay. Why do they have all... My type is so slowly. Is this stage for some sort of concert? This kind of reminds me of a courtroom. Wait, Athena, behind the witness stand. What? Eek! Of course, can you hear me? Professor! Wait, that's... She's tied up. That's who we're supposed to be meeting with? Looks like our meeting's been canceled for us. No way, this can't be real. I called the police. They should be here soon. I'm gonna tell everyone in the lecture hall, too. No, wait. They'll find out soon enough once the police get here. Let's do our own crime scene investigation before it gets too crowded around here. Huh? Are you allowed to do that? It's no big deal. As long as we leave it exactly like we found it. Plus... No, never mind. Anyway, we should look around while the scene's still fresh. But, okay. You're the boss. Let's start with the body. First thing I noticed is the rope burns. It's very much indicative of being tied up. I'll start by studying the body. Oh, I wonder what's the best angle for this. How do we... Oh, wrong way. Oh, I guess I really do have to examine the body. I guess I better get used to stuff like this if I want to be a full-fledged lawyer. I start with the rope burns. There's anything strange about the body? Take the deep breath and then take a good look. Well, how'd you mention it? There's no blood around it. If the victim's body gets cold, rigor mortis has already started to dissipate. It appeared that quite some time has passed since Professor Court was murdered. The thing is, the quad was packed with students up until the start of the mock trial. Wait, then doesn't that mean she was killed at a different location? Oh, I know. She removed the body here while everyone was in the lecture hall. That's a definite possibility. There's anything else? Her arms are raised over her head, and there are dark bruises around her wrists. Yeah, the professor's probably tied up with something. Her wrists were unbound. As she reached up to stretch, she was killed? Actually, I'm not so sure about this theory. Well, there's not exactly a lot to go on. How about this book? What do we have here? Book? I guess it fell out of her chest pocket. Wait, what if it's her diary? That's the most private thing a girl has. True, but considering the situation at hand, I apologize to late Professor Court. No, don't. It's more like a planner than a diary. Anything about the report yesterday important. My face didn't have the same sword mark printed on it at that. I still think a girl deserves her privacy. This may help us solve the case. Ugh, there's an arrow stuck in her side. Gunshot wounds and stab wounds are pretty common. The arrow wounds? It's a homicide any way you slice it. In other words, we have a murder on our hands. A murder? Here? So that makes the arrow the murder weapon. Well, that and the bow that shot it. Right, but where could the killer have shot it from? Saves the sea of obstructions. I know I explored archery, but it can't be easy to hit a target with this much stuff around. Would it be possible to kill someone by stabbing them with an arrow? Not sure. Guess we better do some more investigating before jumping to conclusions. I was actually wondering if they somebody stabbed her. I think that's about all we're gonna get. Find out from the body for now. Nice work, Athena. Your face only turned 5 shades of pale. I was expecting 50. 50 Shades of Pale? Get it? It's a 50 Shades of Grey reference. Which I've never read. But I've never read that book or seen the movie or... And I've never read any of the sequels either. Okay? I mean, I don't know if there's sequels. There's probably sequels. I haven't read them. I didn't read it. Nope, didn't read it. No. Alright, I think... Don't. I didn't read it. Okay? It may not even be a book, right? So how could I have read it? Okay? Moving on, okay? You should probably just take a picture of the crime scene just in case. Okay, I'm on it. Say cheese. That's a really bad thing to say. Cheese? And I thought I was the one with the twisted sense of humor. I think that should do it. Alright, let's take a better look around the area while we wait for the police to arrive. This pile of rubble sticks out like a sore thumb. It's like broken pottery or plaster. Maybe this is the source of that noise we heard. Well, there were supposedly 2 statues on the stage. I seem to recall hearing that a co-ed from the Fine Arts Club had made them. There were 2, and that thing over there is the remains of another statue. To be related to the case, let's take a closer look. Oh, this is a statue of. There it was. It's reddish purple in color. It's Miles and Phoenix, I think. When Apollo and I first got here, both statues were already here, but they were covered up. But they were waiting to unveil them when the school festival moved here to the stage. This duffel bag looking thing was actually being used to cover the statues? I guess that just leaves the question, were they broken by accident or on purpose? What are you doing at the office? Like the TV show? What a puzzle this is. There's something buried in the rubble. The Themis Herald. Wait, we shouldn't disturb it. Let's just read it what we can. Final act in Turret Love Triangle centered on campus She-Devil Juniper Woods. Level-headed lawyer course genius and hot-blooded prosecutor course student will go head-to-head in a mock trial battle for the She-Devil's Black Heart. Hugh O'Connor has declared that he will confess to her if he wins. Wait, what? I just wish I hadn't read that. I find that more shocking than discovering a murder victim's body? But we're talking about my friend Judy here. She'd never leave guys on like that. Athena, you don't believe everything you read, do you? It's already was clearly written with malicious intent. I'm not buying a word of it. You're right. It's still disturbing, even if it's survey tabloid material. That's right, Athena. Oh, here comes Apollo. I never seen anyone move so fast. Huff, Huff. Listen, something big's happened. I was at the mock trial when the police announced a body had been found on campus. That's right, and we're the ones who phoned it in. We found Professor Court dead behind the witness stand over there. What? Can you show me? What the? We've already had a quick look at the body. It's definitely a homicide. Once the police get here... No, I know it's a homicide. I'm shocked because it's the same. Exactly the same. Whoa there, Apollo. Take a deep breath and explain what you mean. It's the same. The body, that is. It's just like how it was in the mock trial. What? Like the mock trial? I know, it sounds crazy. But... The body's location and position. The murder and weapon. The lack of pooling blood. It's all exactly like the mock trial. You're kidding, right? It can't really all be the same. Can it? I gotta sneeze. Maybe. Alright, she's successful. The whole school's in an uproar. There won't be any more classes today. A murder on campus. That's the last thing I expect at Legal Academy. I'll go tell Professor Means what we observed when we discovered the body. You should wait here until you've spoken with the police. Yes, boss. Sigh, I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe we have to wait around here. I can't stay still at times like these. I hope Junie hasn't faded from the shock of this whole thing. Ah! Athena! Athena, there you are. That's kind of funny. Junie, am I glad to see you? I was worried about that. That kind of reminds me of Robin in Men in Tights. Hey, Blinken! Did you say Abe Lincoln? No, I didn't say Abe Lincoln. I said, hey, Blinken. Anyway, I was worried that... Don't worry about me. I am student council president, after all. I need to be strong. Student council president. Wow, I'm impressed. She's really changed. She used to be kind of sickly and shy. Juniper, was it? You mind if we ask you a few questions? Yeah, we're stuck here waiting for the police. There's really not much to do. Sure. What would you like to know? I haven't seen you in ages, Junie. What's it been? 7 years or so? Yes, and I remember how you were always there for me, Athena. As she says, so emotionless and robotic. Maybe it's just me, but I want to ask why you seem so distant. Sorry, I got a little something caught in my throat. Remember how you used to call me Athena? I liked it better than that way. Felt like we were sisters, you know? Yes, but I'm student council president now. As a student representative of Themis Legal Academy, I have to act properly. She's never this stiff and formal before. What's that face for? I knew you wanted to be a judge, but I didn't expect this. Such a prestigious school. And you're in the judge course to boot. Yes. And Professor Court had been in charge of it until... Well, you know. Oh, right. Professor Court was the professor in charge of Junie's course. What sort of teacher was Professor Court? If I had to sum her up in a single word, I'd say she was amazing. Well, judge must always seek the truth. That was her mantra, and she used it in trying to... Unrelated? What's unrelated? Oh, that short? Yeah, that short's doing very well. I will say this, just going by, Oh, I was so distracted I didn't check YouTube today. Yeah, if like... I'm going to the thing. Alright, so, based off of what I have... I don't know how often this updates. According to this, I have 130 valid public shorts views. So I don't know if that one's ineligible or what. I don't know how that counts. Maybe it only updates periodically. It's later 24 to 48 hours, so... Dad delay of approximately 2 days. I'll deal with that later. I'm glad it's doing very well, though. It doesn't always seek the truth. That was her mantra. She's interested in trying to fix what was wrong with our school. She's a beacon of hope in this dark age of the law. What's wrong with your school? What did you mean by that? Oh, nothing. Never mind. Am I imagining things, or did I just detect something in Junie's voice? This court chose my script for the mock trial. Oh? You mean all the students in the judge course had to submit a script? And yours is the one she selected? Oh, that's amazing, Junie. Oh, thank you. But now Professor Court is... Who would do such a thing? Just yesterday we were working together, trying to get things ready. Cough. Cough, cough, cough. Excuse me. Yep, still her. Are you alright, Junie? Maybe you should take it easy for now, a while. So she's still got that cough. Guess she's not as strong as she pretends to be. Why do you need a script in this showdown between a lawyer and a prosecutor? Well, we're simulating a trial, so we need a script as framework. All details about the incident and the people involved are included in the script. We also prepared a crime scene, photos, murder weapon, and other kinds of evidence. Oh, you guys think of everything. Hey, Mopar. Welcome back. I guys think of everything. Must be hard getting all that ready. Yes, well, it was only Professor Court and I. After all, we didn't want the script or other elements of the mock trial to get leaked. We were the only ones in the entire school who knew all details. Must have been a big pain in the... that must have been really difficult. I wrote the script so that the case could go either way. That way the defense and the prosecution both had an equal chance of winning. Okay, if you think that's all she's capable of, you've got another thing coming. Huh? Who said that? Oh, those two. Juniper's genius doesn't stop at her brilliant script. Yeah! That guy's freaking me out. What's he wearing? Those springs are gonna break, aren't they? She gave an award-winning performance as defendant. Man! I think I found a rival to my cords of steel. Hugh, Robin, aren't you going to introduce yourselves to our guests? As student council president, I won't have you treating them rudely. Hey, you're right. I heard Mr. Wright was bringing a couple of guests with him. That'll be you two? Apollo Justice and Athena Sykes? Yep, I'm Athena Sykes. And I'm Apollo Justice. Nice to meet you. I'll pass on the handshake. I'm studying to be a lawyer. The name's Hugh O'Connor. But some call me Mr. Perfect because I never score less than 100% on tests. The most pretentious introduction ever. I think we have worse. What's his hand? Is it glued to the inside of his pocket or what? Yeesh. Maybe the first to apologize for Hugh's totally rude introduction. Sorry! Now here's my intro. I'm Robin Newman. I'm studying to be a professional prosecutor, like the really cool kind that make nails bad guys. No! Where's the sincerity? She makes pottery too. And what's that bracelet contraption for? She sure has made some unusual friends. These two are the lawyer and the prosecutor in today's mock trial. Even though I wrote the script, I also played the part of the defendant. Final act in toward left triangle, centered on campus She-Devil, Juniper Woods. Alright, as much as I want to continue, I think this is probably a good place to stop. We made a little progress on this. So, yeah. We got the left triangle. We'll start with next time. Solve the murder for... no! This probably takes like, 6 to 7 hours. Alright, so that's it for me today. Very sorry for the short stream today. We just saved it, so we're good. I appreciate you joining me anyway. We'll be back on Friday. Hydrate, you got it. Ow. So we're back on Friday with Final Fantasy 14. Of course, we'll be starting early on Friday. That's the plan anyway. We'll start a few hours early, like we do when we don't have work. So yeah. So good night. Sleep well. Have good dreams, and we'll see you guys on Friday. Okay. And I gotta try to let go of work. Okay. So good night, everyone. Fox out. Night night.